So last year we had a ton of tomatoes in our garden. And so we just started to take the tomatoes as we get them and we just threw them in the freezer. By the end of the year, we had around 10 gallons of tomatoes. And so I've started to thaw those out, and now that the weather is colder and not as fun to do stuff outside, I've decided to take all those tomatoes and start getting them canned. And so my plan for this is to make a tomato paste or tomato puree and can that. And my thought process behind that is that if I have that on the shelf and I can just make a large quantity of it and can it all like that, no matter what I need, whether it be pizza sauce or marinara sauce, or if I just need tomato sauce for chili or something like that, I can just take it off the counter and then I can add spices as I need to from that point on in the cooking process. And so it'll be easier for me now, instead of making multiple different batches, I can just make one batch and then doctor it up how I need it later. So I'm gonna be getting some help today from the Weston metal tomato strainer, and hopefully this is gonna help the process go a lot faster. I've taken them out of the freezer and they've started to thaw, and these skins on them are pretty well just peeling off all the way, very soft, and so I think they're gonna go through this strainer pretty easy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through here, I'm gonna take all the bad spots out as I put them in here, and then we'll get to straining. So we've got all our tomato juice in there, and we're just going to be boiling it and getting it to thicken up so that it can be more of a sauce texture. So I got everything finished up for these first couple bottles, this first batch that I ran through the Weston fruit puree machine. And so essentially these are for like sauce, pizza sauce stuff. Got all the seeds out and I got them to thicken down pretty substantially well. So the only thing these need now is to go through the water bath. Now for this second batch I got going on over here, this is a little bit thicker. So I left a lot of the tomato in there, basically left the seeds in there, as well as the body of the tomato, and the only thing I took out was the skin and the stem. So it's a little bit thicker, a little bit chunkier. And what I plan on using this for is things like salsa, or I can use it to make things like chili, stuff where I don't mind, you know, having the chunky tomatoes in there. And I got a lot more out of this one than I did the last one, just because I could keep all the seeds as well as a lot of the body of the tomato. So this is almost done. It's all heated up. So all I need to do now is I've put a little bit of lemon juice at the bottom, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice at the bottom of all these jars, and then I just need to fill them up, and then we can water bath all of those at the same time. So definitely a lot of work preserving your food and working up all those tomatoes, but this sauce is just the most amazing delicious sauce. Freshest sauce you can get. You know, and you throw some herbs and stuff from your garden in there when you're cooking some pasta or whatever, and man, it's real hard to beat. A lot of work, but I think it's worth it. It's the healthiest sauce you can get.